All right, folks, welcome back for part 3 of Hidden Philadelphia. I'm out in the neighborhood. I think I'm going to take a different route today, go through a different few blocks. Just try something different. I'm also going to try to work on my camera work because I didn't do too good the last time with certain things. So y'all be patient. Of course, the phone rings as soon as I start videotaping. Well, guess what? It's going to be all right. So now I know I've got to try to get more of these. Thought I saw a dog. Oops. I gotta try to get more going in front of me. I had this camera focused too much on the sidewalk last time, and that wasn't good. So nobody wants to look at the sidewalk all the time. So I'm still over here in southwest Philly. It depends on who you ask. This block is interesting. I always like this block because you're literally in the heart of the city, but it's suburban quiet on this block. You're one block off a major road, but as soon as you turn in, you cannot hear anything. It's just crazy, right? So I like the fact that you can be outside and then you don't have any like major concerns with noise, but you're still right here in the heart of the city. And look at all these trees, like, come on. It feels like you're in a different place, right? So here we are in beautiful old Philadelphia. So most of these houses are well over 100 years old. Many of them have historic markers. And look, that's the first car we saw since we walked down this block. Many of them have historic markers and tell you a little bit about the history of the home and stuff like that. Let's see, we're turning the corner here. So it's just row upon row of these beautiful houses. They're all like 3 stories. Some of the homes, like the one I live in, have I guess it's like a half or 3/4 story up on the very top above the 3rd floor. So I don't know if that's considered like a 4th floor or not. You could stand up in there, especially across the street from me. The guy renovated it and made it into an apartment. And he has rented out to a couple, but they're both short. They're like probably 5'4". So for them, it's perfect because I think those ceilings are probably in the 7-foot range, right? So for them, it's just right. But yeah, so some of the homes do have that half story above or 3/4 story above. Look at this old apartment building right here. It's like an old castle, right? So the one place that that story I was talking about, that half story, 3/4 story that's on the top, I think some people would have put, because these are big old houses, like these are homes at one point of well-to-do people, and actually because of gentrification they are once again homes of well-to-do people, but it's really changed. And in the past, that top floor, that probably would have been where the servants would have lived, right? So that's what I'm thinking. That would have been where the maid or whatever other staff the house may have had. That may be where they would live. So I'm walking down this street. Now this is another street. We're just off a busy road, but look how quiet it is. And look at all the trees. Look down there. And then look over here. Right? It's like you've left the city, but you literally only turned a corner. Look how pretty that is. This one's getting some renovation work done. I think the guy that lived in that one, well, I hope he's still around. I'll just say that. It was an older gentleman. I used to see him sitting on the porch. So hopefully, prayerfully, all is well. Now this street in particular is really nice in spring and summer because these people, they plant some major flower gardens on this block. These folks on this block take great pride in planting beautiful gardens. And that's one of the reasons I love coming on this block in particular. So we're gonna cross the street. Now watch this. So here we're coming to, told you about. I gotta look both ways. You'll see cars right down there, just passed me by. Here's a beautiful little house, look at that one. And then look at this one. And then look over here, right? That one's like a castle as well. They had a thing about castle looking houses on this block. So I'm gonna keep walking. Now there's a rare apartment building. There are not many legit apartment buildings around here. So there's a legit apartment building. Some of the old houses around here, like I said, have been turned into apartment homes. But as the neighborhood has been gentrifying, many people have moved back in and they're converting the apartment homes back into single family homes, which is what they were originally built as. So it's all very interesting how the cycles of life and time change a neighborhood. There was a house on this block a few years ago, and it was, I don't know if the owner had died or if the family didn't want it anymore. It was on auction. I went and tried to get it through auction, but well, that didn't work out. If it had, that would have been the deal of a lifetime because, oh, and here's another apartment building. So yeah, on this block, they have 3 real apartment buildings, which, like I said, in this area are very, very rare. It's probably the only 3 that I can recall in the neighborhood that were purposely built as apartment buildings. Everything else is big old houses that were, divided into apartment buildings. Now across the way, that is a dog park over there. You can come and walk their dogs. There was a big kaflama a couple years back because someone was trying to buy it, I think a development company or something. And as they were trying to buy it, the people that, use it for a dog park were having a fit. I don't know what the final resolution was, but what I can tell you is it's now open back to the public and people are walking their dogs and playing with their dogs there again. It's, I'm always on the fence with these things because, oh look, there's the trolley. Isn't that cool? These trolleys have been running for over 100 years. Not that exact trolley, obviously, but look at these gardens over in this block. This one is more wild, but you're in the city. That's probably an acre, if not more, and you're right in the heart of the city. So, you just can't beat some of this stuff. Anyway, I forget what I was trying to say. Yeah, so it was a big kaflama about the dog park. People were upset. It was just a big mess. And like I said, I don't know the final resolution. I haven't been keeping up with it. We do have a couple of neighborhood Facebook pages, and we have a neighborhood newsletter, actually, that comes out, I think, once a week. But I see it's open, the park's back open, the dog park, and people are there with their animals. So in this neighborhood, that's a big deal. Now I'm going to cross another major street. It's a little bit quiet right now because it's midday. But you can see, look, there's a big truck coming. So this is a busy street. Now this block we just crossed onto, they have an apartment building, which you can see here to my left. I'm not going to zoom in on it because people live there and I don't want to invade their privacy. But yeah, there are 2 more apartment buildings down this. Oh no, here's a third one over there. You can see it behind the trees. But then you have right next to it, you'll have these big old houses. Look at those. So, all right, what were we talking about? So right, there is a need for housing. This city is growing. We're either the 5th or 6th largest city. I think we've been in competition with, if I'm not mistaken, with Phoenix for the last 10 years. We keep switching places from 5th to 6th. And so we need housing here. These beautiful old houses, like I said, many of them have been divided into apartments. That's great. But that provides 3, 4, maybe 5 units. Philadelphia probably needs tens of thousands of units, if not hundreds of thousands of units. You know, we need a lot more, so there's work to be done. Anyway, we're at 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to start another one for part 4 of walking tours Hidden Philadelphia. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you like about what you've seen. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what I can improve upon. Make suggestions for what you want to see. Again, I'm doing this series because my sister said that many people are showing only the bad parts of Philadelphia, and every major city has its bad parts. It does have bad parts, but we have some beautiful neighborhoods in this city. And I'm only showing you where I live. So maybe next spring and summer, or depending on how the weather goes, I may come back and show you more neighborhoods. But for now, always remember that my motto is self-care is critical and must be ongoing. Peace.